Hey, what's up, guys? It's Nick from Nick's Empire of Figs, and today we're going to be looking at Inhumans, Marvel Legends, Crystal, and Lockjaw. Excited to open these figures up. I've been sitting on them for a few months, so it's about time that I'm able to just open these figures up and put them in my collection. But it says Marvel Legends series at the top, Inhumans. You get your warning symbol, you get your picture of Lockjaw and Crystal, and then it says Marvel's Crystal and Lockjaw, the Hasbro symbol in one corner, and the 4 plus symbol in the other corner. I like the box art here. It's pretty cool. I like what they did with it. The other side of the box, I'm pretty sure it's the same. Both sides of the box, one side's going to have Crystal, the other side's going to have Lockjaw. So this side has Crystal. Like I said, it's the same photo, same promo um, that you're getting in the front of the box here. And then you get the Inhumans logo there. And now let's take a look at the other side of the box here. We have Lockjaw here, same photo, Inhuman logo. Then it says Marvel Legends series at the top. Now let's take a look at the back of the box here and see what we have. So it looks like she comes with two effect pieces. I don't know what you would call these. Uh, the thing that Lockjaw has on the top of his head. I don't know what you would call that. But he has. It looks like he comes with two of them. One has the crackle pop, and the other one doesn't. I like the blue one more. It looks cool. Translucent, and then you get her effects here. But now let's take a look at the description here. It says Princess of the Inhuman Royal Family Crystal uses her ability to control elements alongside her loyal protector, Lockjaw. Now that's the description for the characters. Let's open these figures up and let's take a look at the accessories, and I will see you guys there. Alright guys, I got the figures out of the packaging. Now let's take a look at the accessories next, and we're going to look at crystals first. She comes with a wind piece here that you can attach onto her hand here. A little loop right here. So you're probably going to want to take the hand here, put it in first, and then attach it to the arm. And then you'll have your effect piece on and you're ready to go. Now, we have the fire one. Looks decent. Looks pretty cool. Pretty much you do the same thing like I showed you on the wind piece there. Looks pretty cool. Let's put these down here. And now we take a look at Lockjaw's extra snout, I guess you would say, or mouth slash snout. You get him with his mouth closed on this one, whereas the one it comes with already on has his mouth open. And then you have this here. You can take it off and attach it. I'll show you that in a second. But first, let's take a look at Crystal's head sculpt. Here, you have her hair kind of going to the side, whereas the other one is laying down more. And you get these two, like, circles in the back of her head here, or on her hair. I don't know what it means or what it's for, but it looks okay. Looks good. Nothing to complain about on the head sculpt here. Lips, you can see the eyes look good. Everything looks good on the head sculpt. Now let's take a look at the legs next. We have these legs here for Lockjaw that or so he can sit down, I guess you could say. I mean, I don't know how necessary these were to the figure itself, because I think you can already do that with the legs in the back that he already has on. So I don't know why they would add these. I mean, it's cool that we have these, but you can already do it with the other legs already. So, I mean, what's the point? But let's put these to the side. You have your other one here. They look the same. Um, then the other hand here, they're just two fist hands. You can see for the right and the left. Put these down. Get the other one. Fist hand, right and the left. There you go. Now that's it for the accessories. Let's take a look at the articulation, and I will see you guys there. First, we're going to take a look at Crystal. For her articulation, her arms can go up this far. and the legs can go this far up, putting the V pose there to go down with it. She doesn't have any butterfly joints. She does have bicep swivel on both sides of the arms here. She's double jointed on the knees and the elbows, and she is pinless. And let me see if I can get the other one up. It's kind of stiff, a little bit difficult, but I got it. Boom. This is as far as they go up on this side, like that. And like I said, it does the same on the other side. She has upper torso here with the ball joint. Not much ab crunch going for this character here, which is a bit disappointing. They could have given her uh, an actual ab crunch here, other than just the ball joint at the waist. Well, not the waist, but the torso. If they would have added the ball joint at the waist, that would have been even better too. But they didn't even do that. They just kept the upper torso and then just left it at that, which is a bit disappointing because you're not going to be able to get that much articulation out of her. See, you can bend her back this much. She can go this much forward. She has side to side movements like this. And then, of course, she's not going to be able to look up that much. And I think she is sitting on, let's take off the head real quick, pop it off. She's sitting on a disc hinge, okay? She's not sitting on a ball peg there. He's not sitting on that. So she's sitting on a disc hinge. Not much side to side movement either because of the hair, because of how stiff it is. And then we move on to the double jointed knees here that can kick up, almost kicking her butt here. You can do it for the right and the left, but this is what it looks like on this side. Boom. If you want to look at the other side, here you go. It's what that looks like here. She also has rotation at the thigh here as well. Boom. Same with the other side there. And then her feet can go down this far on both sides. Look like that. Boom. Go up with it. These are pretty loose as well, so be careful with that. Not posing her, too much or bending the joints too much where you can break it. This is what it looks like all the way up with the feet up like that. Boom. And her arm or her hands sitting on a hinge can go up and down like that. Same with the other side, up and down. Pretty good. And I think that is it for the articulation on this figure. Like I said, they could have improved the articulation by giving her a ball joint at the waist or giving her an ab crunch to go along with the torso, with the ball joint at the torso. It would have helped a lot with this figure. And I think they need to start doing that with a lot of these female figures, man. They got to give them ab crunches. They got to give them some type of ball joint at the waist, something to improve the figure, and we would be cooking. I think it's a basic figure here. They didn't really sculpt that much detail. It gives you the illusion like it's sculpted here, but really it's just painted on black right there. Um, the boots are also painted on, I guess you could say, if you want to call them that. Um, they are painted on, they're not sculpted. I think the only thing that's sculpted on this figure here is the belt right here. I can feel go all the way around. It's sculpted throughout the whole waist. And yeah, that's it. So far, I'm going to give this figure. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. I'm it's not that great of a character, and I don't know too much about the Inhumans, and the Inhumans are okay, but let's be honest here, they're not as good as the X-Men. Okay, they will never be as good as the X-Men. I wanted them to to put some representation on the shelf. A lot of people don't show love to the Inhumans, so I thought, okay, maybe if we collect all of these figures, put them on the shelf, give them some representation, show some love to these figures, and we'd be cooking. Um, but I just ended up thinking this is a basic figure, nothing to be in awe about. Like I said, I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10 for this figure here. Um, the yellows are good, the black is good. I wish they would add a little bit more sculpted detail, ab crunch at the waist, and we would have been cooking. Other than that, the figure's okay. Now let's move on to Lockjaw's articulation, and I will see you guys there. Next up is Lockjaw. Let's take a look at this figure here. Now he's pretty beefy. He holds some weight to him. I like this piece here. Whatever this is, you kind of have this like crackle at the top of this. It looks pretty cool. I like how he's smiling, energetic. Looks looks good. The tongue looks good. You can see all of his teeth inside of his mouth. You can take off this mouthpiece here and you can add on this one here, which is pretty cool. This one's closed. Um, and then the legs are articulated. They can bend out this much, so this leg can go out this much, that far. Boom. And then the other side can do the same, can go out this far. And then they can make a full rotation. Like he can bend up this far and they can make a full rotation. And even the tail, the little tail has articulation as well. You can see here. You can go up and down with it. You can move it in a circle if you want to. Any position that you want, which is pretty cool. You can even see the wrinkles within the dog, the sculpted wrinkles, the fur. He has his black ears. Uh his articulation, like I said, he can bend out like this, so he can bend out and then make a full rotation on the arm. Boom. Or the leg. I guess you say legs, not arms, legs. I don't know why I was saying arm, but legs. But he also has articulation at the paws as well. Hinges that can go down. They can turn all the way around as well. I like this. This looks really cool. I like having another dog in in the the room, because the only other dog that I have is Cosmo, and that's for my Guardians of the Galaxy on my MCU shelf. So now I have another animal in the collection. So that's pretty cool. I think he's a cool character to have. He stands out. When you're looking at somebody's collection, I think, he's one of those eye catchers there. People are going to be asking who that character is if they go in if they go in your room even, but you have articulation at the paws. Like I said, they can make a full rotation. Same with the ones on the back legs here. Go down, full rotation, down, full rotation, like that. And then he has some articulation. He can move his head this way, that way. He can look a little bit this way. He can look that way a little bit. Position him back. This is as far as he can look up. So he looks up that far. He looks down this much. I wish they would have been able to have him look down just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, and we would have been fine. Um, but like I said, you can already kind of have him sit with his legs. Look, I'm positioning him right now, and you can already have him sit back with his legs like that. I mean, it's cool to have these, but you can already have him sit back like this, and you'd be fine, right? And if you want to see these pop off like that, these go in. I was having a difficult time when I was first putting on the first two legs. All right, we got that on. Let's see. And we have this leg here. Let's see. Put it on. Come on. Come on. There we go. So, see now you can have him sit back like this, maybe looking up at somebody, all happy, looks cool. But that's it for the articulation on lockjaw. I couldn't really give you a good look at this figure, and I'm sorry about that. I tried my best, I guess you could say. Um, I need to do better in the future with my videos, so I hope you guys stick around, like the videos, subscribe. I post videos on TikTok as well. I'll leave a link in the description for my TikTok, and of course, stick around all the way until the end. This time around, I'm probably only gonna have a few photos this time. At the end of my videos, I like to leave some poses of these figures here. Overall, the box itself, Lockjaw and Crystal together, I'm gonna give this box set uh 7 out of 10. I think it was okay. Crystal wasn't really much of a standout here. I think Lockjaw was the one that stole the show here. I like his articulation. It's cool having another animal in the collection. Of course, like I said, the only other one that I have is Cosmo, and he's in my MCU shelf. Um, but other than that, that's it for the video. I will see you guys another day.